cost me a bit, but let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now let's go deployment, and let's go back to guard patrols. So we need to turn, I think, where are the big fights? We need in here to be an armed guard. So if we get that, then we go an armed guard patrol in here. So there's 2 guards and 1 armed guard. I think in here it needs to be 2 guards and 1 armed guard. So that's 3 of my 5. And we can put 4. And let's put 5. So we have 5 armed guards in here. We can technically take 7. Which will upgrade to somewhere else, I think. So this one is going to be an armed guard. And we can have 1 free roaming armed guard as well. Because where that... See, this guy's come in here now. Recreation. Recreation, that's because they want things in their common rooms. And what do common rooms require? Rooms. Let's go common rooms. Common rooms, common room, common room. Where are they? So... just anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to put bookcases in the common rooms. That's what they need to do, so we can get bookcases in there. Let's get bookcases going. Because I think that's the issue with the recreation, it's just general things. Let's get this back and let's go bookcase, 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 bookcase. Let's just get all this going. And put that there, 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 there. And put another one here, 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 and here. Pool table technically could fit in somewhere. We could put pool table somewhere eventually. TV and radio is what I need to do next. So let's rotate this to have TV, 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 and TV. Let's rotate it again. TV, TV. Another one there. And there, and then we'll put radios in as well. So we've got TVs here. So this will help recreation. Although I know that they'll probably want a pool table somewhere down the line as well. So we'll need to organise that. So we can put that. They don't really deserve this stuff, but we're going to give it to them. Where's the radio now? Radio, radio, radio. Where are thy radio? Cannot see it anywhere. Probably because I'm half blind when it comes to this sort of stuff. Radio. So... I don't know which way it goes. That's... So... That's the front. Let's do that. That. So this will just help with all this sort of stuff. The bookcases, it kind of doesn't work with the bookcases now because I've made them face the other way, but who cares? It'll just help with a few things. And there we go. So hopefully that will get that going. And oh shit, they found a saw. Let's do a freaking shakedown now, because we need to find some stuff because it's starting to get a bit hectic. So let's see. Okay, they're finding a few things, which is huge. So they're finding a lot of stuff, so that's good. Let's see what else they're gonna find. So finding a lot of luxuries at the moment. Bit scary that they're finding that sort of stuff. What have we got? 5 armed guards are in service. So they don't like the fact that we got armed guards, but they're also complaining about safety, so, well, that's going to get safety up, isn't it? So, they're not going to like it, but who gives a shit? Alright, so, they're almost done. They're at 165. Just replying to a text whilst it does that as well, actually, because I have the moment too. Well, there we go. Alright, so they're pretty much done. So this is done here, that main building part there, which is good. We now need to get them to build a lot of these walls. So let's tell them to start building these walls, and let's start getting this all done. Hopefully in this episode they'll have all this done. I don't know if it'll be all in this episode because we aren't too far away from the end of my hour limit, but it gives them at least the chance to start. So let's do this, this. Let's do that and that. So this will take them a while to do it. There's still a huge amount of walls to place in the area. But then we can increase. We might even make it that so that's low security and this is medium security. I kind of wanted this whole area to be low security, so I'll keep taking influx of low security to balance it out. But then when they kind of misbehave, they can go to this ward area to kind of keep it under control, because it's not good to have them mixed. You really don't want to have your lows, your mediums, your highs, and your max securities all mixed together, because that's where you get the friction, that's where you get a lot of the fighting, and a lot of issues begin to happen, because obviously you've got some low security people that complain because there's too much issues going on, because, well, let's face it, you're going to have more issues in the higher securities and the medium securities than you do in your low. Although, when you say that and you look at all the issues that we've had with all the fighting and some of the stuff that's been going on, then you could argue that case that that's not true. You hope that's not true, but it seems like the crew, the motley crew that we've got here, have all been misbehaving and causing issues. And I think they're just not happy or comfortable with the fact that they are in prison. But they can deal with it, because I don't give a shit. So let's mark out all this, because this is taking quite some time. I don't have it at fast pace. They're trying to find 2 more locations, apparently. I don't know where those 2 locations are. So we'll try and help them in a second. There's probably just 2 areas that are blocked off. It probably is like 2 bleach containers or something that they haven't checked. But that was, looking around, there is a lot of stuff, you know. There was 2 sets of keys found, which is pretty insane. Like, that is pretty bad. So where are these last 2 locations they're trying to search? Where are they? I don't know where they are. Let's just hit fast forward and hopefully what was that? I swear there was a thing saying search to be done soon. I swear, like, it just showed me like a timer a second ago, like it was like in a few seconds, but that's alright. So this is eating into their work time or their free time, but that's alright, they can sacrifice that, because they've been they've been all misbehaving. So, oh, this is the last search right here, which is this workman. Oh, it's the object he's trying to place. Okay, well, let's just undo that. So we can now go to intelligence. There's still a bit of supply, apparently. So, okay, so the prices go up by the looks of it. So it's constantly changing. The demand is huge. Oh wait, let's pause that for a second. So we have dangers, last 24 hours. Cell phones were found. So where did he get this cell phone from? Visitation. Where did you get this baton from? That was from the fight. Cell phone, visitation, smuggled. Hammer was smuggled from where? Over here. This booze, it came with him. Booze What does that say? Smuggled. Thrown. Okay, so people were thrown over the edge. Okay. So owner was originally there. So hidden. So all this sort of stuff is a saw, traded, hidden. Where did it originally come from? Was it thrown over the edge? No, it was taken from the construction site because they're constructing near them. So that's okay. So that's why they get that sort of stuff. So that's alright. That kind of explains a few of those things. I don't know why. Oh, that doesn't have power because I haven't added the door to it. But the moment I add the door to it, it will get power. Let me just have a look at this text again. And there we go. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to keep the time going. And we're going to try... These guys are going to start building the walls, which is what they're supposed to do. Which is great. Let's get... We need to demolish. So let's go materials. Demolish walls here and here. Here and here. Because they don't need those walls. We need to go objects, staff room doors, go here, and here, here, and here. Now the issue is that all this has been classified as a yard, so we need to change that very, very quickly. So all this is not yard anymore. None of these are rooms that they can enter. That's why they're able to get a lot of the materials and pick up things that they shouldn't be picking up. It's because they just literally walk in here and grab it because they have free roam. That's the only issue about doing the whole yard thing, is that it gives them that opportunity to do that, and now we're eliminating that option for them. So now they actually don't have really a reason to walk in here. It's not a listed room. They can technically walk in here, but it doesn't give them the right to free walk around, free roaming. So, and eventually we will change and mark all this up for stuff. So they're doing all that. They're still building all the walls. They should get all that done for this episode, which is great. So let's now look at this. Let's go back to bureaucracy, because all this... So that's still going. Bank loan, grant, extra grant, all that stuff's still going, which is fine. That'll take a little while. Probably won't be done by this episode. It's once again saying 29 prisoners, so I know we haven't had anyone released, because prison grading... 3 prisoners... Oh no, 3 prisoners have been released. 10 prisoners must be released. Okay, that makes sense. So no one actually did run away or anything. They only must have had really short sentences to cause that. But now, hopefully with the armed guards, we could give them free to fire. Authorizes your armed guards to use lethal force. I don't want to do that. Worst case scenario, we can give them the right to do that. See, this guy here, he is feeling shackled because he is in lockdown for a little while. So that's fine. That doesn't bother me. But now we're into the negatives. So now we need to really start getting this prison going. So we got this going. And what we're going to do is that we need to get the water piping in. So we need to do water next. So after we get water going, we are good to go. So we can grab this and we're going to drag this pipe all the way down there. And then, how are we going to do this? So this one is going to go all the way to there. And this one's going to go all the way to there. And then I need to do the little piping afterwards. So I'll let them do the big pipes first. And then we need to get the little pipes going. Because... then we can literally clone the rooms and it will just all get put in very fast, very quickly. We don't have to worry about anything and it makes our life so much more easier. I don't think we'll have time though to get prisoners in the prison in this episode because we are sitting at around 54 minutes I've been recording for, so we don't have too long left of this episode. We've got about 6 minutes or so. Let's look at bureaucracy again. So they're still going, those guys. Let's have a look here. We can actually really, if we really want, we got 2 normal risk guys. which we don't want. These guys are going to move over into this area. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep this like a low side and medium. Then eventually this will stay as a low security prison. And we'll move them over to another area. So these two are a big issue. But intake, let's increase our intake by 3. So we can get 3 new prisoners in. That can take those locations, those new cells, and they will be here in 5 hours in the game. So that's not too long at all. Let's go back to intelligence. Gangs, do we have any? Ooh, what is this? Okay, so this is interesting. So let's pause this. So this is one of the new things I've introduced, was gangs. So this one says, so this is a guards gang, apparently. So 5 guards. Soldiers, I don't know really how gangs work in this, but apparently there is... I don't know what that means either. But I don't think so there's any gangs at the moment. So if we hit play... Guards 3. So, I don't know what the I need to really research into the gangs. Apparently there's no gangs... yeah, I've no informants or anything like that yet. Last 7 days, yeah, 24 hours, all that sort of stuff. Just like this sort of stuff, the dangers. This is a big danger. We need to get the metal detectors going in this area. And a lot of these areas actually, like major, I want metal detectors in here. So nothing can go in and out of their cells. I want metal detectors here. So they can't take anything out of the canteen. Because if they go from here, from the canteen into the cell, it's going to go off. If they go from the canteen out, they're going to go off. Especially if they go in here and try and go out or out, it's going to get picked up. So this is like the main area that needs to be there. And especially visitation, because it seems like mobile phones and a lot of things are being smuggled in. So we need to work on that as well. So that's okay. Now these guys, have they placed... all the water pipes? They have placed those water pipes. So let's get the little ones going now. Or we can plan the little ones later. I'm not too fussed. But what we want to do is literally just go like this. Here, here. Let's do this as well. Let's get some of these little ones going. Because we need to get this place open. So hopefully in the next episode we can open up all of this area and get it going. So the hard part is now is that I'll have to place all these pipes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place all these pipes off camera because they're a bit tedious, and that I'm going to try and start filling up this zone as well, ready for intake, and I will start the next episode by increasing our intake. So we're going to get those new 3 prisoners soon, so that will happen off camera as well. But anyway guys, I'm going to end the episode here. So as usual, thank you all for watching. Once again, sorry for the little break I had. I've been very busy. I'm going to try and stay on top of it and keep this series going because I do really enjoy it, and I'm kind of like addicted to this game again. So I've been really enjoying the fact that I can get back to playing it. But anyway guys, I'm going to call it quits here guys. As usual, thank you all for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I'll catch you all in the next one. So see you later guys.